versus V89. Germany against Finland, or EU actually, Deutschland. Nice one.
They are in round 7. V89 with the slight lead here.
It's actually a moving game and no points really, and you might see a Germany round here. Both of them not moving.
Yeah,
now they're moving. A few seconds. Doesn't look like the fastest movement on either screen.
Nope.
Has to be mentioned.
Looks like we have winter coverage here. This could be specific to some areas. We have Austria, I guess, from V89.
Yeah, we had no antenna, which is very common in Austria. And we also have the bollard, which confirms it. So Lennli will definitely get it as well. Both very similar.
Yeah, was just right outside Vienna in the mountains there.
These points could actually matter now because we're only 2 rounds away from the end of the game. And it will be decided who has more health left if we hit that round 10. But the multipliers are high as ever. We have 5x multiplier right now, and the next round is going to be 5.5x.
Yeah, and something could happen here. Definitely, we are in Spain.
We have Spain. Spain very helpful with the signs. They have abbreviations for the regions pretty much on every, road sign.
Yeah, but you can also use the buildings here.
Ooh, it says Castilla y León.
So that's a bit better
info. It was very
for
far
Lennli.
northwest in the state, though. But it could be
I mean, it looked pretty northern. Yeah, it was very green. We had those stone architecture buildings.
Yeah.
You see more in the north, and it was in the pocket, basically, of Castilla y León.
And we have a lead by 1.9, not 1.4k, but only 140 points. But it seems like it doesn't really matter because I think in a country like Mexico, a lead like this won't really matter. It just depends who gets closer here, unless both of them click the Mexico City label. But we have, how do you call them again? Agave plantations?
Yeah.
Which you see a lot in like Jalisco.
West Coast, Jalisco, yeah. It's rolling
very flat though.
Hill. Yeah, I was thinking about the terrain. It looks a bit weird, but we have a Jalisco plonked down from Lennli. Didn't register his guess yet. He's still moving, but that's what he is considering.
I don't hate it, but I would go a bit more east.
Still moving, yeah.
More east in the flatter regions of Mexico. We have a very far north Durango. He might have just seen. He sees the agave last second, and he switches his guess to Jalisco. So both of them in the same place, basically. And 89 slightly closer. Will that be enough? And it is.
That will switch the game. Wow.
As I said, it was very flat, so a bit more east in Jalisco could have been enough for either player, really.
They are both in the same city. They were both in Guadalajara was the city, I think. They both belong.
See.
Both around, but yeah. Castola or V89 got on the right side, and that was enough.
That was probably the closest finish to a moving game I've seen in this World League so far.
Definitely.
That was as close as it can really get.
And we move over to the no-move game, starting off in Ukraine. Not much happening so far. We had the red Google car, which is almost specific.
Yeah, and I think the pace is going to pick up a bit. Don't think Castrola or V89. Sorry, my bad. I still have to get used to the new name. I don't think you will spend much time on it every round, so we're definitely going to see rounds like this where you just sense it.
Yeah. We are in Thailand. We see both guessing more east or northeast in the country. Makes sense to me with how sandy and red the soil is.
Yeah, sandy red soil, rubber trees, I think, and a bit hilly. That is really a good indicator for going the very northeast. But obviously red soil is pretty much everywhere in the east.
Definitely. It can trick you. It can also be in the southeastern pocket sometimes. But yeah. This time it was by default.
We have a town named Tisted. I think he knows where that is. Yep. And does Lennli know?
Tisted-Hafen. Did Lennli even see the info? I don't know.
He's scanning though, so I definitely think he has.
Okay, maybe he knows. Tisted sounds familiar to him.
It is on his screen, but doesn't get there in time.
Nope. That's good points. That's good points for 2.x in Denmark.
Yeah, not the worst for knowing a pretty big town in Denmark, which,
Yep.
you know, and as you can see, it goes a long way.
Yeah, you need those extra points sometimes, as we just saw on the last game.
And this is very straightforward. I think V89 might be on the right road. If you see mountains north and a very lush landscape like this, you should be in that national park area of Cambodia, near the Thailand border.
Also driving right.
Lennli
through
goes
South Thailand
east.
here.
East looks very similar, but I think V89 is right here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very committed guess. In
The east is also
there.
very green, so I kind of see where Lennli is coming from, but combined with the like ridge we saw to the north, I really liked V89's guess, and turns out it was there.
Yeah, there are pretty much 3 areas in Cambodia you, consider with mountains, which are northwest, northeast, or south.
We might
So
be in the
you have
worst
to commit.
type of round ever. We have an Australia
Yeah,
sign on the left, but we are under a bridge of a highway, so the landscape can be very deceiving because we might be crossing a river and vegetation is, you know, enlarged by it. So it could even be Adelaide.
oh,
Not
I
sure
thought
what
we
we're
are
looking
more on
at.
the east coast, but how lush it is.
I'm not
but-
sure if we have a flat signpost at the back that could be an indicator, for, but we don't. So looks at it again. So maybe not
Yes.
Adelaide. I would just go somewhere east. New South Wales, maybe Queensland.
But we actually have an Adelaide guess from V89.
Not sure. I thought
This is
the
Sydney. Okay, they are very far from each other. This can be
Be
big
game
points
either way.
wise. Yeah.
and it is Adelaide.
It's in fact, Adelaide. Wow. A very, very good game by V89 there.
Not only winning a no-move game, but taking the whole game, and most importantly, taking the whole 3 points that were on the table, and Lennli going home with 0, sadly, for Germany.